Hey guys, and welcome to a new video. I have some super exciting news about the future of the best play to earn crypto game Rollercoin. The Rollercoin team made a live stream a couple days ago, and everyone who wasn't there probably missed out on a lot of information that I'm going to share with you guys. I got you covered. It is so exciting that I cannot wait to actually talk about all of this stuff. We have so many things that I want to cover. I'm going to split the video in 4 portions. We're going to talk about quarter 1, 2, 3 and 4, and you will find timestamps to jump to the quarter that interests you the most. But let's get started with the most recent changes. We already have some of the things implemented. For example, the achievements, those ones are already here. We can get a lot of rewards from those. Then we have several cases that we can open at the same time, also already implemented. We got the new minigame already, which is awesome. Crypto drops from minigames also already here, super exciting. Also made a video about this. Then we have lucky bits. These ones have been implemented at some point, and I think they don't exist anymore at the moment, but this will be a thing in the future. This was the personal tiny mini discount that you got when you played mini games, and you were able to actually exchange Rollertoken at a higher rate. So this was pretty cool, and I think they're gonna re-implement it and they're gonna tweak it a tiny bit and make it a lot better than it was. Then we have the progression event redesign also already here. It looks awesome. This is a really cool change. Now we have the actual rewards and can see all of the stuff that is upcoming. Let's get into the stuff that is not implemented yet. That gets super interesting. We have the expedition speed ups, and these ones are so awesome. I cannot even tell you how happy I am that this will be implemented. They say that we will be able, after an expedition is actually finished, to speed up the sleeping time basically, or the resting time. We can click a button and exchange Rollertoken to basically not wait 24 hours or however long is the cooldown of the specific hamster, and then we can just send them again afterwards. So this is pretty good. Just keep in mind that the hamster can still fail, and this is only going to speed up the waiting time after the actual expedition. Then we have the XRP withdrawals that they promised us. This is super exciting as well because XRP hasn't been implemented so long ago, and then we can expect this to be withdrawable. So this is a very good thing. They were talking about a mobile app, but this is for testers for now. So the mobile app that they are at the moment programming will not be released fully for the public yet, and we will see what this one will be about. They said that this one will be more adaptive to the phones and stuff that we have at the moment. At the moment it's basically just your browser but inside of the phone, and some stuff really fails, but I'm really curious what the app does, so we will see. Then we have new hamster for quarter 1. This one will probably be released super soon. I cannot wait for this one. And of course we have the new season already ongoing. This was quarter 1. Let's jump into quarter 2, guys. It keeps getting better and more amazing. We will have the roller tap connection finally, and this connection means that we are now not clicking for nothing anymore, and we are not actually purchasing cards here without any reason, because we will have a connection of this app. If you don't know it yet, there's a link down in the description. You can basically already start clicking and get a lot of income and coins here. And now we will have here implemented something that they call the Wheel of Fortune, and then we basically can spend those community token or some other stuff that they will implement to spin the wheel, and we will be able to get rewards, which then we can send from this app here to our Rollercoin account. So this is absolutely insane, and if you are asking me, I would immediately start clicking. We have already a lot of people that do this. There's like a leaderboard here in the front, and you already can see that there's people having an infinite amount of coins per hour already. Everyone is taking this very seriously because I think the rewards that we will get is actually pretty good, but we will need to wait, of course, until quarter 2 hits and until this gets implemented. The next thing that is very important is the league system that they want to implement. We will have like an account level, they say it, where now we're gonna be split into groups or into leagues as they call them, and now depending on the league we will have different reward pools. That means if you are a very new player and you have basically no mining power because you just started out, you will be in league 1 or however they are going to call this, and you will have a certain pool that other peoples are actually going to compete against you. So you are going to fight for your rewards with the people that have the same amount of mining power or account level in this case. And if you are a more advanced player, now you can also expect to not get these rewards here anymore shared with all of the bigger people. For example, rank number 1 will have his own pool probably with really high and advanced people, so that we can expect that our rewards will change. And I do not know yet if this is good or bad for the most people, but I think that it's gonna be more fair for everyone, so that beginners or people that are not as advanced yet have more chances of actually getting some crypto coins. But maybe this means also that the pools will be split and higher or more advanced people will earn a little bit less, but we will need to wait until the actual stuff gets released so that we will have more data on this. Then something very exciting exciting, guys. We will have a complete new event which is called the Resource Well, and we will have this one here implemented also in quarter 2, and it kinda looks like a burning event, but at the same time it's a bit different. I made some screenshots when they released the actual thing and how it will look. The event will be the Resource Well, and it looks like this, where you can acquire those hammers. Those ones are placeholders for now, so we can expect there will be miners here or some similar things like you see down here, and there is at the end a main reward or a grant reward, and they say that this will be like a competition where the first couple people that actually finish this event will get more rewards on top of the actual grant reward. So everyone will be able to get the grant reward at the end or the main reward, but those people finishing first will have more stuff here in one or the other way that they didn't spoiler us yet too much. And they say that this event is kind of similar to what we already know from other events, and I made a screenshot of that too. This is the rules behind it that they have in mind how it should work. For example, you're actually throwing into the oven one miner, and that will equal to 1%, and you would need to make 100% to get the super miner, in this case, the main reward of the actual event. And then here, as you can see, you could also burn parts. This is very interesting. You can burn season tokens in Rollertoken, and you can also burn batteries, and probably you can burn a lot of other stuff too, and you will always get some percentages to actually fill the bar here. This is a placeholder, and most likely this data will change, so I do not recommend to go to the marketplace now and buy thousands of batteries, what the people did in the live stream. I think that was a little bit ridiculous, guys. We do not know if it will be 10 batteries for 1% or maybe 100 or something, so maybe you guys lost your money by purchasing all of that stuff. The next thing is going to be new tasks for the progression event. This is very cool also, because at the moment you are only getting experience for playing games or for purchasing stuff in the store and the marketplace, and it is basically impossible to actually get to a higher level in the progression event without the multiplier. And I think what they're gonna implement here is gonna be quests like do merges or craft stuff, and you will actually get experience. That would be really cool, but they didn't give us too many informations yet about this, so we will need to wait it out a tiny bit. Then the next thing is the referral system rework, first iteration. I do not know what they want to change with the referral system. Maybe they want to give you guys, when you are signing up through a link, more rewards, or maybe they want to reward people that make content a little bit more. They didn't give us any information about this, so we are a little bit in the dark here. We need to wait this one out as well. The next super important thing is the withdrawal system. They are going to change the way that we can withdraw our currency from Rollercoin and send it out of the system, so that we will have access to spend it in whatever we want outside of Rollercoin. And they didn't spoiler us too much here neither, but they say that it's gonna be improved, and in quarter 3 or 4 there will be another something that I will talk about, which is very important and based on this change here basically. So this is super exciting. Then we have the next thing, the forge, or basically crafting and merge rework. This one is also very cool, because we will basically have a forge or a working bench here in our room, and we will get an extra slot that doesn't occupy any of the mining slots here, and we will be able to do our crafting and all of the stuff through this forge thing. And that is very cool, because I think at the moment the crafting is way too basic and kind of boring-ish, but now with the new crafting system this will probably be really cool. And we will have the merging rework. We don't know yet if this will get better or if it will get worse, or if they exchange parts or something. We will need to wait on information here too. And then in quarter 2 at the very end we will have the mobile app community launch. This means that now the MVP, this testing phase of quarter 1 that will come soon, and we will basically all have access to this app, and then we're gonna see if it's a good one and we can make more tests, and they will probably adapt and improve the app based on our feedback. So this is a really good time for us, guys. We can basically be part of programming an app or giving at least feedback for them to make it better or in our favor. So this is super cool. Then we have quarter 3, and the first thing that they write down here is the wallet redesign. I mentioned it already in one of the other videos that maybe the wallet is going to look different at some point, and this is gonna come in quarter 3 this year. So this is gonna be super exciting, because in base of this and in base of what they say here at the beginning, that we will have a new withdrawal system. They want to make it possible that we are getting money on a weekly basis. So basically what they said is that we're gonna have one specific day in the week, let's say it's a Friday or Saturday, and then they're gonna send out every single withdrawal that has been put into the system on that specific day. So we will know exactly when we can expect the money, and we don't have this weird pending there standing anymore, and we don't really know when or if the money arrives. So this is a very huge change, guys. Now you click the button, you will know it comes on Friday or whatever day they decide, and no more pending waiting. Then we have durability system. This is absolutely insane what they are trying to do. We're gonna have miners with durability now, and they can basically break, but not to a point where they are completely useless and you would need to throw them in the trash. But basically what they mean with durability is when your miner hits 0, it needs repairing, and also it will lose like a perk like mining power or maybe bonus power, and then you will need to repair them with the repair kits that they are going to implement probably at the exact same time. And these ones, they said we can craft and most likely inside of the forge that they are going to implement here in Q2. So this is a very cool change, because also they say that these repair kits can actually be sold in the marketplace, and you will have a room crew, which is the next thing, where you can basically put hamsters inside of your room, and the room crew is basically an automation system where those hamsters that you put into the crew will be able to either repair your miners or build those repair kits. So this is gonna be super exciting, and when you have a lot of hamsters later on, you will probably be able to build like an imperium full of hamsters that craft all of this stuff for you, and then you resell it in the marketplace. You're gonna become the next mogul of repairing kits or something. So this is super exciting, guys. We will have a new coin with mining and deposits for the Q3, so this is very exciting as well. As you know, Rollercoin sometimes adds new coins. This is not a very frequent thing, and when we have a new coin, we have automatically more access to more currency or more money, because there is now going to be a new coin with its own mining pool and stuff. So this is very good. Then the next big thing is going to be personal offers, and they spoiled it a tiny bit. This is going to look different for every person based on the account level or based on the progress that you already made. We will get specific offers just personalized for our account, so we will not need to depend on these general offers anymore too much, where it's basically a miner that we will either not afford or it's basically completely useless for our account because we are already way too advanced. Now we will have a personal offer on top of all of the other offers, and this is very exciting because now you will have really good stuff that will be based in your progress and in everything that you aim for basically, and you will have offers you can actually use. We will have new tutorials and onboarding reworks, and this is very good for new people that are just registering with Rollercoin, because at the moment it seems to be relatively complicated for people to get used to the platform and to know what to do at the beginning, and they are going to make it easier for everyone to get easy access to these informations, apart from YouTube videos of course. So you will have a better tutorial inside of the game, and you will get onboarding rewards. At the moment there's some rewards too, but I think they're gonna be way better at the end of this rework here. And if you didn't know yet, they also implemented something different for new players already, which is the FAQ page you find there on the left side, and they are still building this and gonna implement more of the stuff. And as you can see here, you see the basics, wallet explanations, the homepage explanations, what they are all about. Then we have the task wall explained, the store, marketplace, and everything you need to know about the game basically. So this is a very exciting change for new people, and I think they're gonna implement way more of these things to make it as accessible and easy to understand as possible. So that is very, very exciting, guys. And then we have the next thing, the mobile app soft launch, and this will be for Android in this case. And here we can expect to have access now to the mobile app that here in Q1 and 2 of course we already tested. So this will be very exciting too for everyone who uses Android, and I cannot wait to see the actual app and the layout and everything. And of course in all of the quarters they promise us new hamsters and new seasons, so this is very good because now we know that a lot of hamsters will be needed for the room crew to repair miners, to get the durability up again. And they said at some point also that there will be PvP for the hamsters, but I don't know if that was a joke, so don't count on it. Q4 we will get the withdrawals for the new coin that they are implementing in Q3. So basically they are repeating what we had with XRP, where it was added like 2 months ago, and now anytime soon we are going to be able to withdraw it. So same story here, but we don't know which coin it is. Maybe it's gonna be ADA, maybe it's going to be Algorand. We will need to wait on that. This is very far in the future now. Then we will have a very big hamster rework. They didn't spoil us about this one neither, but we can expect some really crazy things here. Maybe we're gonna have some RPG style like stats for the hamsters, where now those hamsters are going to have better stats for repairing miners and stuff. They said something sort of like that we will have different skills and we will basically have RPG features, but of course this is just an interpretation of what they say. Let me know in the comments down below what you think about the big hamster rework and what you think what they are going to implement here. This is very exciting. We will have a very big expedition rework. Also probably this is in base of all of these changes with the hamsters, so that maybe now 1 or 2 hamsters will have better stats for going to expedition expeditions and maybe have now better chances to get better rewards or something like this. This is also very, very far in the future, so we can only speculate about this. We will get a marketplace rework. They didn't say anything about this, but now that it's in the list, I'm very curious of what they mean with this, because at the moment in the marketplace, once you place an order and somebody buys something faster than you, you're basically just losing your money buying the more expensive thing. So maybe this will mean we have actually purchasing orders, and I'm not sure if I will like that, because sometimes whales will swipe in and just purchase everything that's way too cheap. So these purchasing orders would basically just replace those bot users at the moment, and I don't know if I would like that. Maybe it's something completely else. Maybe it's just a visual rework. We will see about that, but I'm very, very curious because the marketplace will influence the entire outcome of the game in one or the other way. So I really hope that this change is going to be in our favor, guys, and making the marketplace a better place, and maybe with less of those bot users or fail purchases where someone's faster than us. Then we will have Litecoin withdrawals. Woohoo, oh my god, I never saw this coming. I thought Litecoin withdrawals are going to stay a meme forever, because they were talking about this since it has been implemented to be mined basically, and I thought it's never gonna be withdrawable. So this is very funny actually to see it here in Q4, way behind the actual XRP withdrawal. So let's see about this. Maybe this is a joke and they're gonna at the end of the year basically say Litecoin withdrawals when, and just cut it out of the list or something. Then we have the interactive map plus UI redesign. This is very exciting. They're planning to make an interactive map where now we're gonna see a marketplace, and once we are clicking on it, we are actually jumping to the menu of this specific thing we are clicking on, and this will include all of the stuff that is implemented at that point inside of the game. So once there is an event ongoing, we will be able to click on the interactive map like they said, and we are going to jump to this specific thing. And this is very cool because now we have a list here on the left side where you need to click yourself through and you need to find the specific thing that you're looking for. But now with a map, this would make it more RPG style, like you're knowing it from all of the other games, like whatever Assassin's Creed, for example, where you open a map, you click on a button and you know exactly where you need to go and you jump to those menu points. So this is very cool, guys. Then we have another referral system rework. I have really no idea what they are planning to do twice. They're gonna rework it now anytime in the future here, and then at the end of the year again. So we will need to really wait on this. I'm really curious about this one because it affects everyone who's making content, as well as a lot of people that referred all of their friends and stuff. So we will need to wait it out here, guys. Then we have in-game notification. Maybe this will be like a push-up notification that we will receive when our hamster gets back from the expeditions, or when miners need to be repaired, in base of all of the stuff that they're gonna implement here with this room crew and durability and things. So this is very exciting to see as well, because then we will not miss out on the important things anymore. And now we will then finally at the end of the year have a mobile app global launch for iOS and Android, not only for Android anymore. So we will have now full access to the mobile app that they are developing at the moment, and I cannot wait for this, because the other thing that we have at the moment, it's not very responsive and sometimes has a lot of problems, but the mobile app will be super good. And of course we will expect a new hamster and another season towards Christmas. So I cannot wait for all of the changes that they're implementing here, and I think that the future of Rollercoin is super bright. It looks very good and promising. Some of the changes might be a little bit questionable now on paper, but I cannot wait to actually get your opinion, guys. Let me know in the comments down below what you think about the roadmap of 2025. Thank you so much for watching, and I see you in the next one. Bye!